Greetings everyone, welcome to Chess Advance. This is game 13 of World Chess Championship 2023 after in game 12 where Nepo had to face that severe blow where he lost his lead in the championship, but now he again has the white pieces, so let's see what he has in store for today. So without further ado, let's start with this game. Nepo starts with e4, we have e5, knight to f3 and knight to c6 and bishop to b5. We go into the real pace, a6, Morpheus defense and bishop to a4 and knight to f6 and we have just castles and bishop to e7, Ding preparing castles and d3. And we had b5 pushing the bishop back, bishop to b3 and just d6, going for a solid structure, but just c3 as normally you'll see in a real pace. And here Ding just simply castles and h3, not allowing any bishop to g4 and just bishop to b7. So in top tier chess there was a game where rook to e1 was played and that game ended in a draw. It was played by none other than Alireza Firouzja and Anish Giri, but here Nepo has something else in store for Ding, and Nepo here goes for bishop b3, which is a new move in top tier chess. So let's see how Ding is able to handle this. Ding starts with knight to a5, pushing the bishop back and just bishop to c2. And we have c5. Expansion on the queen side, and you're going to challenge it with a move like a4. But first knight bd2, developing that knight, and we have rook to e8 and now only a4. Ding not caring about that, just goes for h6, not allowing any bishop jumps. And Nepo takes this opportunity to go for a central thrust with d4. And we see a lot of trades, e captures, c captures, c captures, and just knight captures. And now the c4 square has been vacated for the black knight, so knight to c4. And there is a way that you can approach this position by going for this move with queen to e2. And after a move like knight captures, you go for this queen captures, and after bishop to f8, you'll trade down with a captures, and just rook captures. After bishop captures, is bishop d3, attacking the b5 pawn, and after b4, the game goes on with both players having equal chances. But Nepo actually deviates from it. Nepo instead goes for the trade right away after knight captures, and after b captures, just f3. Solidifying that e4 pawn and not letting it remain target throughout the game. And after bishop to f8, just bishop to f2. And now Ding goes for a central thrust with b5, and now we see a trade, e captures, knight captures, and just bishop to e4, attacking that knight. And you can go for a slight advantage in this position with a move like rook to b8, but after bishop captures, and queen to c2, you'll mostly see this queen to b6, attacking the b2 pawn, and after rook to b1, you'll have this f6, and after rook f d1, you have bishop to f7, and after both players play prophylactic moves, king to h1 and king to h8, you'll get this position where black is slightly better, but not that much of an advantage. So instead, Ding goes for a nice rook left in this position with rook to e5, and after rook to c1, just rook to c8. And Nepo goes for a move with the knight back with knight to e2, trying to remaneuver the knight to a better square, but just queen to e7. And after queen to d4, we have the very nice f5, attacking the bishop, and mostly you'll see a trade or moving the bishop back, but not really, because now you have the bishop to g3, attacking the rook. And here Ding goes for something very, very daring. Ding here actually sacrifices the exchange with the very nice rook captures on e4. And after f captures and queen captures, we see a trade of queens as well. Queen captures, f captures, and just rook fd1, attacking that knight. But mostly the plan is to get the knight to that very nice d3 square where the knight will actually be a monster. So going as planned, knight to b4, we have rook to d7, just trying to activate that rook, but just now bishop to c5 check, and after king to h2, just bishop to c6, attacking that rook. And now after rook to c7, we see a trade of rooks, rook captures, and bishop to d5. Now you could go for a move like knight to f4 right away, but then you get this bishop to f7, and after a move like bishop to a5, you have bishop to e3, attacking both your rook and your knight, and after rook f1, defending, you have knight to d3. And now after g3, you have bishop to a7, and it's not a pleasant position where you're stuck defending, your b2 pawn is under attack, you're going to have to play a move like bishop to c3, not something you want to do with the white pieces. So Nepo goes for the best move in the position, he goes for this knight to c3, and now we have this knight to d3, attacking the rook, and after rook to c2, just bishop to c6. Pressure on that e4 pawn, so Nepo just advances it to a5, and we have king to f7, and after rook to e2, just knight to c1, attacking that rook. Now you could go for this very sharp line with rook to c2, and after knight to d3, you have knight to e2, and after bishop to d5, you have this very nice knight to f4. Now you have to trade the knights, and after knight captures, bishop captures, you have e3, and even after rook to e2, attacking that pawn, you have this very nice c3, and after b captures, bishop to c4, and once the rook moves, yes, the rook will get some activity, but you have the very strong e3 pawn, so it's a trade-off, and anything can happen, and it could be anyone's game. But here Nepo actually repeats, he goes for rook to e1, and we have knight to d3, and after rook to e2, here actually Ding started considering other options, because he was thinking of going for this only line that gives him some sort of an advantage, or to go for the win, which is this king to e6, and it's so he must be thinking of going for this line right now, or actually having a different game with the white pieces tomorrow in the final game of World Chess Championship, and he chose the second option as he went for this knight to c1, and after rook to e1, just knight to d3, and It was on this move, on move 39, that the players agreed to a draw, or it was a draw by 3-4 repetition. So yeah, definitely a fierce game, and Nepo is definitely going to have to defend with the white pieces tomorrow. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming up with another amazing game. chessboard, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.